Hey people, what's going on? It's Jameel. And check this out. I'm experiencing the most special love story in the world. In the world. Listen, this is pretty crazy. Listen to this. Okay, I went through years of conspiracy research. Ended up in a life-death situation. Miraculously, by the grace of God, got out of it. Okay. That being said, now this ended up with me doing interviews, bringing in the attention of a few of the most notorious secret societies in the world, fraternal orders. One of them put presidents in the house, at least twice that I know. The other one runs the motion picture industry. I actually got to meet these people in person. It was pretty crazy. Long story. I got set up to be killed. I got out of it. I give that to God. That wasn't me that did that. And then I get put in the gang stalking program. Then I become like the only person in the world to beat the gang stalk. It's crazy. Listen. Then this young woman who is like the love of my life, man. I had met her a few years ago, right? Like 3 or 4 years ago. By the time I was too cut off from my own self to be able to share my love with her. But through her, since the winter time, I've been able to realize what love is, and this gets into. In the wintertime, I got really angry and pissed off because of the gang stalking. I was outside, I was yelling and stuff. Then I ended up yelling at. Then after all my anger left me, then I had compassion in me. Then I ended up telling the girl that, like, I ended up sending the girl flowers and stuff. I had said a bunch of horrible stuff about the girl and the girl's family, and I had said a lot of things I really didn't mean. It was just a lot of negativity that I had within me. It was really more frustration than anger. And so I had expressed that about her and her family, but I didn't mean any of the things I said. I don't really know why I said those things, but it happened. And then I saw her in the wintertime, and I could tell that I had done something really bad. I had created a lot of she just looked really down about it, and so I felt like I was like, man, I gotta do something. So I sent her some flowers, and then it turned into this thing where I was trying to express to her that I loved her and her family, but at that point it was already like too, I don't know, so many things had happened, so many things had transpired that it was like, you wait till the worst moment to say anything like that, especially after. And so the gang stalking program recognizes her significance, and so they use her to do the gang stalking thing. But the cool thing is, she's never actually done anything to truly hurt me. She only did enough just to get by, but she would never do what the gang stalking program really wanted her to do. And this is like 3 and 4 months of this has gone by. And so I recognize, like, no matter what, the gang stalking program is never going to be in her heart, and that I'm in her heart. And then I said, wait a minute, if me and her are that deeply connected, for her to go way out of her, especially with all the pressure that's on her. I mean, these people have put amazing pressure on her, and she just never folded. For her to do all that for somebody that never paid much attention to her, that means a lot to me. And so I said, wait a minute, well, what if I explain, like, now this is after I come back from Phoenix, my attitude's much different. I'm taking myself far more seriously. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I don't drink. I don't have, I've cut out all the distractions in my life. My life's been moving towards a very positive, productive thing. But I noticed one thing. I noticed that she didn't want to move on in her life without me. I could just tell. We were both like splitting roads, and she just wasn't happy with it. And then I'm just like, man, I care too much about her. And so I did what I could do, and so I just started expressing my love for her, and now it's greatly changed. It's turned into a thing where, even though the dynamic of the gang stalking program, like, we weren't able to talk face to face today, but I can tell that she feels the compassion and love that I have for her, and she's become the most important person in the world to me. And so it's pretty cool. It's the gang stalking program is running, but me and her greatly want to be with each other, and we're both like she's doing what she's doing on her side, and I'm doing what I'm doing on my side, and we're both moving towards a future to be with each other. Eventually, we're going to be with each other, and we both know it, and so we're both moving in that direction. And we're able to, even with all this distraction and blocks and stuff like that, we're still able to share love with each other and to want to be with each other. And so, I mean, it's incredible, man. It's just like, this is like something you see from like a romantic, this would be like some weird romantic action thriller Indiana Jones book or something. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I'm like, man, how did this happen? And so I've been able to see though the love and compassion. She just looks way different. Like when she like I've never I didn't even know what love was, and now it's like I have all this love and compassion for her, and I can see it on her. I can see that now she knows when she wakes up in the morning that somebody's thinking of her and that somebody cares about her and that she's very special to me. And so it just turned into this big thing where the gang stalking program is getting smaller, and me and her, what we want to share with each other is getting larger. And it's like it's coming to a crossing point pretty soon where something's going to happen where me and her are going to be able to be together. I don't know how it's going to happen, but the gang stalking program, I saw it today. The gang stalking program is slowly moving back, and so it's pretty exciting. It's pretty interesting. It's something. It's like, I don't know. It's like the most fascinating like love story thing I've ever even heard of. It's pretty. I don't know. I don't even know what to think of it.